Thought I'd give you guys another video. It's Cody here. So I wanted to talk about just kind of the world we're living in now. 2025, it's October, 21st, 22nd, one of those days. And it's pretty crazy how quick things are changing. At least from certain views. I don't know how many people are seeing the exact same thing as me. I guess certain people are in different groups and so not everyone's seeing the same exact thing. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, you get on social media, you get onto Facebook, and you look at the videos, and like every video is AI generated, and it's just completely fake. And some of the videos they don't even have like the Soro icon, and you don't even know if it's real or not, and you just don't even know what's real and what's not. And this was obviously going to happen. I could see this happening a year ago when I started using ChatGPT and I started seeing that people were using AI to make videos and stuff. It's only going to get crazier and crazier, I think. And the scariest part is, some people are going to use it for bad, and a lot of people are going to use it for good. There's always going to be that good and evil. Really, to be honest with you, I try to stay off of these social media platforms these days because they're just complete distractions. Like, every sense of the word, they're just distractions. I mean, it's cool to cool down and watch a little video here and there. After you've already put in time on something meaningful. It's okay to spend some time to chill out, relax, unwind, but don't get sucked in for too long into these videos. And whatever it is that you do, whether you watch Twitch, you watch people game, you watch YouTube, whatever you're doing, just do it modestly or moderately, and just be careful of your time, because it's really easy to waste an entire day watching videos or distracting yourself, and you just got to be careful. You gotta you really want to keep your mind on the mission, what it is your goal is. And again, we all have different goals. Some of us want to get filthy rich, some of us want to be a professional baseball, basketball, just a professional athlete. Some people want to be a teacher. Some people want to be a therapist. I don't know. Some people want to just do different things. It's all on what how you were shaped as a child into adulthood, and we all kind of have different missions. But a lot of people will forget their mission because life's hard, and life's very draining, and it's very easy to get distracted and forget what your true purpose is. A lot of people start a family, and I'm not saying this is wrong, but it's a very consistent cycle within human beings, is that people end up just, a woman ends up getting pregnant, a guy ends up becoming a father, and next thing you know, their dreams get put to the side, because the second you have a child, life gets harder. It's, some people will say it doesn't get harder, but when it comes to money, when it comes to not having enough time to begin with, it definitely is going to get harder. You're going to have to spend time, raising that child, caring for that child, supervising that child for a long period, and you kind of have to. And a lot of people, especially women, that them and the father don't work out. You're left with one person, and if that one person doesn't have a good support system, like a grandmother or a mother or a parent to help them, it can be very overwhelming, and it's very easy to forget your purpose and just get distracted, and then you just spend all your time raising that child, and you love it, and it's great, and it can be a beautiful thing, but in the meanwhile, you spend years and years and years doing this, and you completely forget what makes you happy. And yes, you can have children and be happy, but I wouldn't say that should be your whole mission, because if your whole mission, I think most people is, having a family, settling down, and having peace. I would say in one way or another, that's the goal. But I feel there's always going to be those outer missions that you want to accomplish before you go, that's self-fulfilling for yourself, outside of just having the family. There should always be a second layer behind life. And I feel a lot of people just completely miss out on that second layer. They just stay at layer one, which is just have the family and work a job and just stay comfortable. And the world we live in it's only going to get tougher with AI. And people are scared that AI is going to replace jobs, which it will. But I'm sure we will figure out one way or another how to deal with that. There's going to be some type of system. There's going to be something for people to do. And if there isn't, it's going to be survival of the fittest. So who knows? I feel like a lot of people kind of dabble into this subject, and they kind of wish the worst, or wish the best, but who really knows what's going to happen? We don't know. We're going to find out, and we're going to have to adapt. Every human is going to have to adapt to the new world when it does come. But it does look like AI is here to stay, and it's just going to get stronger and stronger. And the people that resist it, and the people that don't use it to their advantage, they're only going to fall behind. That's the only thing that kind of can happen. If you and I feel it's it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to know what to do, especially for the older generations. The older generations, they're already, a lot of people have trouble even using an iPhone, and now we're using ChatGPT, and it's all types of different stuff. And what's crazy is, what I've always found crazy is that different countries are almost in different eras. I think it's Shanghai, China, is they have drones. I watched a video the other day, and there's literally drones delivering fast food. And you go up to a thing, and you put in your order, and a drone literally delivers you food at the spot. And there's so many of them. It's not just one. Surveillance systems is absolutely way more evolved in Shanghai, China, and just in different parts, different places. And feels America is definitely super behind, and it almost feels as if it's made that way on purpose. We don't implement certain things for certain reasons. Every country has its own little business model, how it kind of functions and operates, and those models don't want to be disrupted per se. So it gets a little deep. I don't know if I like to share all the depth to those things, but yeah, AI is in full effect. It's making social media definitely very awkward at this point. It's not even, be honest, like I said, it's not even really worth being on social media. It never really has been. It is just a distraction to waste your time. There's so many things you could be doing. It doesn't even have to just be being an entrepreneur. It's just, there's so many things you could be doing with that time that you're spending watching videos to kind of ease your pain and distract yourself and give you an escape. And that's exactly what video games does. It's just an escape. It's like a dopamine rush. It's an instant dopamine rush when you win, when you succeed, when you get new records, stuff like that. It's an instant rush. You go on a kill streak, anything you can think of in a video game, and then you just keep wanting that buzz, and it's a relief. You're escaping the reality, and you're able to actually get fulfillment in something. Where the real world is just it's just dull and boring if you have no money. And most of us are living that reality where you don't really have a plan or an answer. My best advice is you have to if you want to make money, you have to learn how money works first off. So just basic entrepreneurship. You can read there's a ton of books that teach how money works to a certain degree. I wouldn't say that these books are going to solve all your issues or going to just make you some savant in money, but they're going to give you a good foundation, and then you can branch off from there, and then you can see what's bullcrap. You can see who's lying. You can start to smell out the fishiness in the world, and you can kind of create your own plan from there. But I think you have to kind of build the foundation first, and you have to kind of understand that, you know, almost everything is some trap to get your money, and the less you fall into these traps, the more you see these traps, the easier life becomes, and the quicker you can get out of the system. But it's very difficult. But yeah, I mean, everything is a system. I mean, you can name absolutely everything. I mean, the fast food places that take your money every day because you're hungry and it's convenient. I mean, you're overpaying rather than, you know, and again, you kind of have to. These ideas and these perspectives can go on forever, because, I mean, I eat fast food every day. I'm probably getting breakfast at Chick-fil-A or something just because it's convenient and I want food in my stomach. I go to the gym, I want to maintain calories, maintain muscle, so it's like I really don't care if I waste the money. It's easier for me to do that and then spend my time outside of work on my business, which will leverage money and allow me, you know, to get back that time rather than waste that time on certain things like food and stuff. But it goes different ways. Some people like to cook, some people don't. But the point is most of it, I mean, everything's a trap one way or another. It's a way to just take your money. I mean, everything. I mean, everything is a way to just take every little penny you have and to make it harder to ever build any type of wealth. And I mean, yeah, there's layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of money. I mean, even if you have to understand, I mean, honestly, the truth is you have to research absolutely everything that you do and that you want to get into, and you have to make sure that it's not a trap. If you really want to kind of beat out the system in a way. If you want to if you want to kind of grow any type of money, you have to make sure that you're not stepping into different traps. I can't really think of any good examples right this second. It's freezing out here. It's not freezing, but it's pretty cold. My hands are ice cold. But I just want to make a little short video. This is 13 minutes. I don't know, not too much substance in this commentary, but just wanted to talk about, I think it's just wild how crazy the world is changing, and you know, you can't even get on Facebook. It's just so many narratives and biases pushed on everyone, and then certain people believe it. I mean, dude, just go in the comments of like Facebook videos and just go see how much energy is invested in the comments and arguing and fighting over the same exact stuff. It's like, this is literally the cycle of life for people. They go to work, they get off, they get on Facebook, they get pissed off from something someone said or a video that was posted. Literally, the video is made to piss people off so that it will get comments, likes, and it will, you know, the algorithm, you know, it'll keep pushing the algo. And then you'll just read the comments, and it's just same type people, just all arguing over the same stuff: politics, money, race, sex, all the same shit, power, ego, pride, all the same stuff, all the same human psychology things that, you know, humans just fight over the same stuff. And it's, I don't know, it's just crazy the world we live in. It's kind of, I mean, the only thing you can do is you just know it's happening, and you have to just put your head down and figure out what you're going to do, be the best at it, be as good as you possibly can at something, and have it let you escape, I guess, is a way to put it. And that's what I'm trying to do, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult. You have to put your all into something. You have to learn it as good as you possibly can so that you have an edge over people, and then you have to somehow churn money out of it. Use that money to clean up your debt and then never fall into the debt trap again. And then, yeah, learn about investing, learn where to actually put your money, whether it's real estate, the stock market, somewhere where it actually grows safely and it doesn't just lose value. You don't put your money in the bank. You don't let your money just sit in the bank. It has to be deployed. It has to be invested properly, or your money just degrades sitting in the bank. You can have 50,000 in the bank and it will just go down every year versus 50,000 in, I'll use a very baseline example, S&P 500. I mean, even that is a pretty, even kind of risky for, you know, some people. So, I mean, if you learn about bonds, you learn about dividend portfolios, companies that have been around for 50, 70 years that have just done nothing but grow, you know, having a portfolio spread out behind things that are very safe, and your money's growing 2, 3, 4, 5%, 6%, whatever it is. Oh, my battery in my phone just, oh, thank God it didn't end the video. But yeah, just putting your 50,000 in something like that is ultimately always going to beat putting your money and just having it sit in the bank, or, you know, it's just, yeah. But a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of people don't have the time or don't want to spend the time in learning how to actually put their money in a brokerage, and, you know, how to set up an LLC through a brokerage, to, you know, all that stuff. And again, I can talk more on that on this channel if people find that interesting. I have a little bit, you know, base level knowledge on the stock market, and that seems to be my ticket towards money safety, I suppose. But we're at 17 minutes now. I got to get back in here. If you found this video useful, if you enjoy just listening to me talk about this stuff, let me know. I'm gonna try to maybe get a video out every day. You're kind of tracking my journey every day. I'm progressing forward on my business outside of work, and, you know, maybe eventually I will have some freedom and I can speak on that side of the spectrum. But we'll see. Who knows what's going to happen? I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm just chasing an invisible dream that's not here yet. That's just in my head. So we'll see what happens. Wish you guys all the best of luck, and stay strong, stay smart, spend your time wisely, and try to stay away from distractions as much as you can. You know, if you have to distract yourself a little bit, you know, just realize that you're doing it, and realize that your time is very valuable and that you're only getting older. So again, you don't want regrets. You want a long, fulfilling life that you can talk back on and say, I'm proud of what I did. So I think that's really what matters in life. So, all right, guys, I'll leave you with that, and have a good day. And yeah, I'll probably upload this in a few hours from when I'm making this video. Sun's starting to come up. As you guys can see, my videos are normally in the dark. It's because I work very early in the morning, and so yeah, the sun eventually comes up. But I'll leave you guys with that. Have a good day, and yeah, catch you guys later.